What is well-being tourism? Well-being tourism, it's a kind of tourism that supports harmony and balance. And the emphasis is on integral health, which includes the body, the mind, and the soul, and both of guests and hosts. And important is also that the tourism activities are carried out in a sustainable interaction with the local community as well as with the environment. So the very foundation for well-being tourism is sustainability. But we also go beyond that and give attention and value to the physical well-being, the mental well-being, and the spiritual well-being of the tourist as well as of the host and other people in each stage of creating the services, products, and activities that are part of the tourism experience. The well-being tourism concept is based on 6 different aspects. There are the 3 ones that widely have been accepted to be viewed as providing sustainability when they are in balance: the environmental aspect, the social, and the economic. And we additionally have the body, mind, and the soul aspect. And we will give examples of each one of those so you can get a good understanding of our view on what well-being tourism is and how it can be created.
Caring about environmental resources is a key element in tourism development. Currently, many aspects of tourism have a harmful effect on the environment.
How can a company create a strategy for using environmental resources with care?
So, in order to have a strategy for improving your business, you need to be aware of how you are behaving today. For example, do you use any non-renewable environmental resources, and if so, which ones? Do you know how much water or energy you use? Is it more or less than other actors in your business? By finding out your current situation, you establish your starting point. Establish a vision of how good you want to become. Define a first set of goals and then develop which strategy suits to your future changes. The first assessment can feel challenging because there are many areas you may want to evaluate. For example, energy, waste, food, transport, water, so on. The vision and the benchmark are to give you a reference to where you are and where you can be. So you may find an easy move or one that's profitable, and every step you take is going to be beneficial. So don't think about the process too much, just start from small changes.
How can we minimize waste created from business activities?
So waste management starts before any waste is created. By selecting what to buy, you can decide which waste you need to take care of. By purchasing products wisely, you will directly minimize waste. So what are the wise choices? Avoid unnecessary packaging, like little bottles of shampoo, conditioner, hand lotion, in the hotel bathrooms, for example, or disposable products like straws or plastic utensils. So what we do then is to exchange the products to reusable. For example, provide soap and other guest amenities in dispensers rather than individually wrapped items. Or exchange disposable plastics of water bottles to water the cans or water filter. For the waste that still arises, make sure that it's possible to sort the waste so it can be recycled in different ways.
What can businesses do to reduce their impact on the environment?
An environmental impact is defined as any change to the environment resulting for business activities, products, and services, regardless whether it's negative or positive. So the negative impacts that are currently experienced are, for example, climate change, plastics waste in the sea, loss and damage of natural environments. This is amongst the biggest threats to the continuation of our society, wildlife, and so much more. As a company, you can identify which negative impacts you contribute to today by looking both locally and globally. Think about what processes need to be changed so you can make a difference. Can you minimize fossil fuel transports? Can you decrease the pressure from food production on the environment? The first step towards change is awareness. Learn more about the sustainability aspects related to your business, and there you can start doing good. So let's take the action that have a positive impact, and we can do this together.
The aspect of social sustainability in well-being tourism is that it respects the genuineness of the tourist destination. It respects social and cultural authenticity to preserve what's real. Well-being tourism is also aiming on maintaining and supporting the contemporary, the living cultural heritage, traditional values, and it contributes to an understanding, and by that, the acceptance between the different cultures that are shaping our society.
What can a tourism business do to be socially responsible?
Well, there are a few aspects to take in consideration. To become a socially responsible company, it first of all means to ensure stable working conditions for your employees. You can focus on offering everyone a welcoming environment, not only for your visitors, but also for your staff. You should also show great interest in making social engagements for your surrounding community. Being open and clear in your communication and engaging in social interactions, showing kindness and care is, for instance, a way of ensuring your visitors' well-being. Social equality is another important aspect. It means that you're having an inclusive, warm and welcoming attitude towards everyone. This can include employing locals and being inclusive and honest in your marketing and showing that the products you produce or sell are created in a social, sustainable way.
What can we do to socialize more with entrepreneurs in the local area?
We're strong together, engage in partnerships, co-create and collaborate with local companies, associations and regional tourist organizations from your surrounding communities. For instance, you can connect your guests to your partners and to local activities at your destination to increase and add an additional value for you, your fellows and your visitors. Working together with local organizations show that you're having a genuine interest in protecting and developing cultural heritage in your community. Overall, your regional collaboration strengthens your position and at the same time your region as a tourism destination.
How can a business become a regional ambassador?
Being an ambassador means that you actively promote and work with the offerings within your region. It is very important for the entire destination. By supporting local initiatives such as events, associations, or other local businesses, you contribute positively to the regional development. It is also a great opportunity to advertise your own business.
Economic value of well-being tourism is crucial for any tourism actor on the market. The aim is to provide long-term economic prosperity by socio-economic benefits to the company and its stakeholders. The main aspects of well-being economy are fair distribution, including stable employment and income-earning opportunities, social services to host communities, and contribution to increasing life quality. In well-being tourism, we actively promote co-creation of business opportunities for stakeholders and fellow businesses, as well as development of solution sharing.
What can a business do to improve their well-being business from an economic perspective?
We spend over a third of our lives at work, and the fact of having a fulfilling job with a supportive work environment is a huge benefit to well-being. At the beginning, it is important to create a culture that supports staff to be open about their needs. Next thing is to provide employees with a relaxing and comfortable office environment. It is advisable to encourage employees to speak up and ask for assistance if they are struggling with the workload or are feeling stressed. When employees feel that they are valued and supported, they tend to have higher well-being levels and are more committed to the organization's goals.
Why is sustainable management beneficial for a company?
Sustainability is becoming more important for all companies across all industries. Keeping the balance between the ecological, the social, and the economic environment lets us develop such strategies that foster company longevity. The most crucial benefits for SMEs are cost effectiveness and optimized operation, more stable customer base and better reputation, as well as satisfied employees. Since green technologies have become more accessible to SMEs, around a third of businesses have seen a drop in business cost as a result of the green investments.
Well-being for the body has to do with health and pleasure. The body is amazingly complex, but yet there are very easy ways to support it in being healthy. You need to get enough good sleep, to eat nutritious, healthy food, use your body, physical movement, exercise, and you need to breathe properly. In fact, 90% of our energy comes from breathing. Slow, deep breaths improve the function of body and brain. Apart from health, well-being for the body also has to do with the pleasure of the senses. To hear nice sounds or music, smell something nice, see beauty, touch, or feel something or someone.
Why is access to nature so important for the well-being of the body?
Being in nature reduces stress, it increases vitality, improves the mood. It even affects our behavior so that we become more kind and generous. Spending time in nature can make you feel better emotionally. You know, for instance, when you're tense, you need to go for a walk outside. It will bring you calmness. And being exposed to nature will also contribute to your physical well-being. Reduce blood pressure, inflammation, muscle tension, and the level of stress hormones. So nature has a big impact on the well-being of the body. It has a positive, short-term and long-term impact on our health, on our performance, and our joy of life.
How can businesses provide good conditions in terms of physical health for customers while providing services both outdoors and indoors?
We just talked about the benefits of nature, and one thing you can do is to make nature close to your business, accessible, or even to include it in your office. You can also bring nature indoors. Plants and nature sounds has a positive effect as well. You could, for instance, provide facilities and equipment for physical activity and exercise, like outdoor gym, yoga mats, bicycles, skipping ropes. Or you can suggest and make maps for outdoor routes for running and walking. Of course, you also need to ensure a healthy indoor environment for guests and staff. Ensure comfortable temperature, fresh air, minimize noise. Use eco-labeled material and avoid harmful substances.
Why is a balanced diet so important? Where can we learn more about it?
Eating well, fully nutritious, and maintaining a varied diet forms the basis of our health as well as our well-being. Maintaining a varied diet makes it easier for us to get all the nutrients that our body needs, while reducing the risk of consuming substances that are harmful to our health and which can be found in certain food products. Nutrition for the body, it means healthy, wholesome foods and drinks composed of fresh, clean, organic ingredients, a large share of vegetables and other plant-based ingredients, a minimal use of refined sugar, and no additives. So what can you do? In your business, you can offer and inspire guests, also children, to choose healthy and nutritious options. And you can make it easy for guests to eat vegan, vegetarian, or flexitarian.
Well-being for the mind, it's about the quality of your intellectual and emotional state. It can be things that have positive effects on the amount and the quality of your thoughts and of the character of your feelings. Well-being for the mind can, for example, bring beneficial and positive states such as calmness, clarity, awareness, insights, creativity, and optimism. Why are pauses for the mind essential for well-being? To still the mind now and then, or even continuously, it's essential for us to be able to see things clearly, and thus to act appropriately. Awareness is a key quality of the mind that anyone can develop with practice. And other benefits are, for example, the ability to feel peaceful and relaxed regardless of external events, to receive insights and new ideas, experience creativity, openness, and increased understanding. How can the owner of a business provide joy for the guests and employees? A feeling of joy is most easily reached when the body and mind are relaxed, the heart is light, and we are present in the moment. And when we feel joyful, it opens up for a playful attitude. The easiest way to spread joy is to smile and to share laughter together with others. And as a host, you may also commit to giving guests and employees that little extra treat or concern. And often you will notice that unconditional giving results in unexpected receiving as well. What can a business do to have a positive impact on its customers' minds? Ultimately, it's the responsibility of each individual to keep a healthy mind in the same way as it is to keep a healthy physical body. However, as a business, you can facilitate for your clients or guests by, for example, providing clear and concise information about your activities, places or products that you offer, and you can ensure a smooth transaction or booking process, as well as uplifting positive environments, both digital and physical. The creativity and imagination of a guest can be stimulated by knowledge and by experiences with our senses. You can, for example, offer storytelling, giving insight into the local heritage and history. You can affect the well-being of the mind by the way you design your spaces and the colors you use, and also by being active and allow for creative interaction with your customers. Expressing our creativity can help us acknowledge and celebrate our own uniqueness and diversity. Wellbeing tourism is tourism that is beneficial for our hearts and souls. And spiritual well-being is something that has positive effects on our whole being, our emotions, and our spirit. It makes us feel uplifted and expanded, buzzing with life. It's like we become children again, filled with playfulness and curiosity. It can bring a feeling of being connected to something greater than ourselves and a sense of contribution and purpose in the world. What can we do to increase our inner well-being?
So when you're sitting with the trees, sit with the trees. When you're sitting with the ocean, sit with the ocean. Don't sit with your problems in the head and you are pretending to sit with the tree. Then nothing will happen. So sit with the trees in silence. Very important. Become aware of your breath. If you think this is overtaking you, sometimes we are not aware. This mind keeps chattering again and again and again. Or touch a tree and allow the tree to pull away all the negativity and all the emotions and all the sensations and all your story that you think you have become or you have created. Just give it to the trees. They are here to help you to become empty.
How is it possible to achieve awareness and beingness?
The trees, they are in their beingness. They are not worried about what is going to happen tomorrow. They are not worried about buying a big house. They are not worried about buying a big car. These are the intoxicated beings. So you want to be in your beingness? Sit with the trees. Sit with the mountains. Sit with the ocean. You will then know your beingness. The busyness in you is there because you are in a busy environment. You are just a reflection of what is outside. So if you think this is running too much, then be with those where this is sitting. So it is very important to be aware because awareness is equivalent to life. If you want to be alive, the more awareness you have, the more alive you will be.
What can be sources of well-being for our soul?
Before you can go into well-being, you must know being. So being is from here to here. Okay? Now, what is the source of my being? That's the next question. Before we can go into well-being. So we have known what is the being. And now we must know what is the source of my being. The source of my being is my breath. And if the source is wrong, my being is wrong. And if my source is right, my being is right. Controlling your breath. Breath is equals to life, and life is equals to breath. And if you can control your breath, you can control your life. And when the breath is deep, life is deep. So well-being is all about the breath.
How can someone become a well-being host?
We have elaborated 5 hosting values. They are useful to have in mind if you want to be a well-being host, if you want to bring well-being to others and to yourself. They are kind, aware, honest, caring, and joyful. Being kind involves a positive and friendly attitude and behavior. It involves that you consider the feelings of others. Aware. When being aware, you are attentive. You notice what is going on in and around yourself. You understand how actions are interrelated and how they are linked to reactions. So you see, you listen, you consider. An honest host. Something or someone that can be trusted. This will make your guest feel safe, relaxed. For the host, being honest is an expression of a high morality and responsibility. For the guest and host, honesty is of importance for inner harmony and well-being. Caring. Caring means to provide for the physical and emotional needs of others and to accept and support life in all its forms, actually. This involves empathy, compassion, consideration. Joyful. Joy is a state of well-being where you are full of positive and pleasant feelings. Joy can be shared with others as well. For anyone who has a joyful encounter, experience or day, it brings happiness to life.